So in this video, I'm gonna try and teach you or give you some tips on how to 3-cat spam, 4-cat spam, or 5-cat spam, or sometimes 6-cat spam. But if you want a 6-cat spam, you need a weapon that has a huge radius, like the thermal mecha knife, or the still working windmill, or the reflected Santa sword. They all have a huge damage radius, unlike the chainsaw, the battle shovel. I'm not sure about the others. I haven't tested them out yet. But first off, you want to have your selected weapons of choice to 3-cat spam, to category spam with. And yes, that's the meaning. So I would choose the laser cat rifle, bomber cat, and devastator, golden eagles, and the chainsaw. Now for the melee, you want to use it as a movement weapon. So you want to have a high mobility weapon, but if you want to cat spam with it, then you need to either have a good mobility weapon that you move with. The best is 100 mobility, or the pulling sucker gun, or vertical grip device, or the weapon that can rocket jump or super rocket jump. So I chose chainsaw as my movement weapon because it has 85 mobility, and the battle shovel just looks weird, I guess. And for the primary, you want to have either a shotgun or a weapon that can do a lot of damage with one shot. But you won't choose a machine gun, an automatic, or an icicle minigun because it takes time to charge up. And for automatic weapons, it deals too little damage with one shot. So with golden eagles, why? Because it has single shot and it doesn't really have input delay, or I don't know what delay that is, but without the switching delay thingy. So that's nice. It has more average. It has average damage. For the special, I use Cyber Cat Lantern because it has area damage and blindness. So for blindness, it's very annoying and you can barely see with it. And Cyber Cat Lantern blindness is kind of OP since there's a lot of paw scratches with it. And on those scratches, it's just pure pain. For the sniper, you can either choose a weapon that has wall break or ricochet or has a huge damage, like laser cat rifle or Alfred crossbow. So one of these weapons, you want to have a lingering effect, like the burning effect on my laser cat rifle or my devastator. So for the heavy, I chose bomber cat because it has area damage and slows the target. You also want to have slowing target hill, but that's mainly it for this part of the video. For the gadgets, you want to either have something that can interfere with their movement, like the singular grenade, which sucks them into a ball and then make them not able to get out of unless they have something that has a pulling the target effect, like the like the vertical grip device, which has pulling towards target, which it means when you shoot it, you just go to where the shot landed. Or you can use bomber cat, which has rocket jump. So I normally use this to get up high places and this one to move around. But for the tool part, you want to use something like probably jetpack, demon stone, disabler, not really, because disabler doesn't really matter a lot because it only disables the gadget. For reflector, it's actually quite good because it reflects most of the damage dealt to you, so you will take less damage and less chances to die. Time machine, you just go back in time and go back where you are 3 seconds ago. So that's very nice for maps that are either small or either when you're almost dead. For the mechs, for these 4 mechs, you could use them, but not recommended other than the demon stone because it has a flight ability and that's very good. The wear doesn't really matter except for the armor and the double jumping ability. You want to have double jumping because you can jump right after the rocket jump, or you can jump right after the pull towards target effect. So I use Berserker boots and the cape editor because they just work great together, and the cape editor increases damage by 7%, and the mask increases jump height, the hat increases movement, and the weapon damage by 5%, I think. And armor, you just need good armor so you die less. So I'm gonna go into a random point capture map and try 3 cat spam and see what happened. I'll go into 2 different maps, one in apparently not in this map because there's no one in it. Try not to go into sniper forts unless you have a very good weapon that one-shot headshots or one-shot like the laser cat rifle. You also want to have target mark if possible because that way you just know where the enemy is. And you can either have Necklace of the Ice King or have Cyber Cat Lantern, but in my opinion they're kind of the same. One of them just interferes with their fight and the other is just good in damage. So it depends on what you want, damage or their ability to see. Okay, now that just sounds horrible. For the Cyber Cat Lantern, it removes their ability to visualize correctly, and they always have big spots on the screen for a little while, so it's very nice if you have a lot of people in that one area. Same for the Necklace of the Ice King because they both have area damage, and area damage is very much needed in 3 cat spamming. It doesn't matter what weapon, but for the primary, you want to use it when it's mid-range if you're gonna use it. But normally I use these 3 weapons because they're to my more comfortable for me. 3 cat spamming is mainly for players who has a lot of time in their hands and don't want to go outside and touch the grass, and to grind a lot and play a lot and to test their skills on their friends. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I did, so I'm gonna say that is true. And normally you want to aim for their middle part of their whole body because that's the easiest part to aim. But if you have good aim, then go for the head. Go in for the headshot, since that gives you the most points and that kills the enemy the fastest. But for the area damage weapon, you want to aim near them, like in their in the feet. But if they're jumping in the air, then you just want to aim for them. Don't aim near them and hit the walls and stuff. For the primary, you want to hit them in mid-range and to have them very close to you. If you have a short range one, if you have something good like a devastator that can shoot them far away, then just use that. And if it has a lingering effect like poison, burning or some sort, then go for that one first, and then go for the 3 cats spamming. Like most people I know uses the backup, special, and sniper. I don't know why, but they just said it has better weapons there. And my friend says he uses the heavy weapon to jump away for rocket jumping instead of using the pretty sucker gun, which I did. Feel free to. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's different to what I do, and you shouldn't just use such good weapons in the heavy category, since there's a lot of weapons in a heavy category that deals a lot of damage. But you can do that. I'm not blaming you for not, but it's okay. So for the backup weapon, you want to either have something that's like 2 shots or 1 shot, headshot, 1 shot, or just 1 shot. But for the melee, it's mostly for movement, so that's why you see me using them a lot, using the melee a lot. But for 3 cats spamming, you normally want to have a routine of where you're gonna start and where you're gonna end with. Normally I aim for the sniper, and then the heavy, and then the special. For sometimes as I'm close to another player, I'm gonna use my primary because it's and not a very long-ranged weapon. But you're gonna use this routine for probably 75 or 80% of your time, because sometimes you just crap up, you just misclick. But that's okay. I'm not saying it's a 100% cannot do if you fail the routine that you made for yourself. Normally my friend uses the backup first, and then the sniper, and then but for me, I'll let you go. Well, you already heard this part, but I go for sniper, and then the heavy, and then the special. For most of the time, you want to have some good range between them, like mid-range, like hello, side, please. As I was saying, you want to have a close range where you can see them properly and aim very nicely, but far enough so if you jump left or right, you can dodge it. But other than that, I think that's it for this video. I'll just finish up this game and end the video there, and thank you for watching.